Well, AutoZone called and said that the radiator's in. So first, we need to get this radiator out. That way I can take it with me to size it up with the new one. And I recommend that everyone does this with different parts that you buy because, you know, AutoZone gets it wrong. And not just AutoZone, O'Reilly's, Advance, Napa, they all will give you parts that are sometimes not right. And I don't blame them, it's just the way the world works. So let's get started removing this radiator. First I got to get something under there and start draining the water, and then we'll take that upper rad hose out. And one thing I do like about this setup is that the radiator is higher than any part of the engine. So yeah, bleeding the air bubbles out probably is not that bad, and you probably get it completely full of water, unlike most vehicles these days. Okay, right here is the little drain valve. All you got to do is twist this thing and then the water will start squirting out. So let me try to put the camera somewhere where it's not going to be rained on. All right. Don't give up so easy. Sometimes the only difference... What the heck? Lost my camera angle. So anyways, here's what happened. This thing is broken. It just spins loose whenever you give it real pressure, so I have to loosen it from further up on the little fitting. Anyways, like I was gonna say, don't give up so easy. Sometimes the only difference between you and the people who succeed is just a little bit of extra effort. That's all it takes sometimes, just a little extra effort. Don't give up. So, I don't know. That's all the motivation I got right now. Try to do this with one hand. There's no good place to put the GoPro. Once this starts leaking, we can figure out where the water is going to go and catch it as best we can. I don't want to take it all the way out. I feel like it's gonna be a real gusher though. Let's see. I just want it to start leaking, guys. Not a full-on spray. Let's see. That'll be good enough. We're capturing the water, which is the goal. There's no cap on the radiator, so it's not like it's all of a sudden gonna flow a lot. All right, see if I got a screwdriver here. Get that upper radiator hose off. There we go. Now sometimes these things really get stuck on here. So what you want to do is get your big slip joint pliers that you can open like this, and then you get it to the right size thereabouts. Don't crush it if you're trying to reuse everything. And then once you get it on there, you just turn. Once you break that part loose, it's just a simple case of pulling the hose off. I'm doing it real easy because I don't want to have a giant spill here. Oh, look at that wire. Wow. Oh well, the radiator's trash, but they have this wire inside these hoses to keep the shape. It's all disintegrated. I guess I need an upper radiator hose too. Okay, that one's same as before, stuck on there pretty good. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, that's one hose down. Now the lower radiator hose. That one does, it looks like I put a new clamp on the bottom when I replaced the water pump. Okay, down here, nice shiny new clamp. I'm gonna go ahead and get okay, the shroud's free on that side. Okay. So now all we got to do is get this off. There's like these tabs here, and that's all that's holding the radiator. Come on. What is catching and why? Okay. Oh yeah, it's a boy. All right, there's the fan that came with the vehicle. I'm gonna leave that. That sucker looks like it pulls some real air. And oh, it's a flex fan. It probably won't flex at 2,000 RPM or whatever this thing can do with the 2-barrel, but when we get her up to 35, 4,000, I bet you it flexes. There's a radiator, so I'll take that with me whenever I go to AutoZone. And I'll be back with the new radiator for the next part of this video. Had to move the truck into the shade. Look at this radiator though, quite nice. So I'm gonna get that installed. Need to make a little rubber spacer there at the bottom. Alright, you can kind of see what's happening. Got this rubber piece here. This wire is just loosely going to hold it in place so it doesn't slide down while you're driving. And then when I push the radiator in, then I'll cut the rest off. Oh yeah, that's fitting real good now. There we go. It's a little bit outside where it's supposed to be. How can I fix that? All right, well, the GoPro's a real giant piece of garbage if you ask me, because I think it overheated again. Hopefully we didn't miss too much. I got the radiator in. I'm gonna go ahead and try to start this thing and move it forward. See how badly I damaged the fence. And go from there. Yeah, GoPro can't take the heat. So if you live anywhere where it's hot or you want to record outside when it's hot, GoPro 8 is not gonna do it. I don't know about the other ones, but this one certainly cannot do it. I've had overheating problems with it the whole time I've had it. And it causes it to shut down, and who knows if it records correctly when that happens. They have a good online service, but gonna be getting something else in the future. Because that is not where it's at. Let's see if I can get some gasoline in that carburetor. Oh, a couple of drops, that might be enough. Okay, we'll fire it up like that, you know. It's not dangerous or anything. It'll be fine. We'll see how the water gets sucked down or starts leaking or whatever. I'm gonna go find a I need to find a radiator cap, and I got one in storage still, so I'm just gonna take the one from the Camaro so I can check and make sure this thing's not gonna leak while it sits here and idles. So I'll be right back for that. Hey, Rusty here. I got this radiator installed. We're gonna need a better radiator cap. This one doesn't block the fluid from just spilling out on the overflow. Anyways, that seems to be working. So I was thinking, I'll bleed the brakes. They're not bleeding. The fittings are all, you know, froze up. And I was wondering what is going on with this steering, so I investigated that. We got a broken rag joint. That's what it's called. Ordered a new one on Amazon. So I'm gonna see if these holes are at least the right size. If not, I'm gonna have to make one out of an old tire. But this was 20 bucks on Amazon. So we'll see if that works. I'm gonna get some tools. Looks like we need, you know, the usual suspects, 7/16 and 1/2 inch. And then we can rebuild this sucker, hopefully. Looks like I need a ratchet as well as just regular wrenches. So I'm gonna get some tools and we'll get cracking. All right, I'm back with some tools. Let's see if we can just do this as easy as possible without taking everything apart. That would be best. Not trying to waste my entire life here working on this truck. Stupid rubber is in the way. There we go. Well, at least the wrenches are grabbing. Let's see if we can get this box in on here. Oh, the little piece of metal's in the way. Okay. We don't want to be half on there. All right. We'll do the old squeeze the 2 wrenches together trick. Nope. And then here we're just turning the wheels because the wheels don't lock on this truck. So maybe I gotta tap it with the hammer to get her going. Let's see. See if the old hammer will do it. Oh, it did it. That or something broke. Nope, it's working. Okay. I got seats ordered. So we got to get the steering and the brakes and the seats and the tires installed. And I can drive it around the property and see how it's going to do. Start fixing some of that wiring. I think I'll probably move the battery or at least get new battery cables because it needs something. The wiring's a little suspicious in this old truck. Almost. There we go. So much for worrying about that steering wheel angle. Okay. So we gotta get this rubber off. These other 2 have to come off as well. Nah. Sometimes I wonder why everything's got to be so hard. Well, the answer is it's because you're doing stuff that other people wouldn't do. They would pay someone else to do. But they'll never know the satisfaction of having done it themselves, right? Okay, will it come off of there now? Let's just keep going. Let's pretend it needs to come all the way out of there, because it probably does. This probably has like a little knuckle on there that prevents it from falling off. I don't know why they just don't have a U-joint on here from the factory, but I think modern vehicles have a U-joint, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. Bolts free. In theory, that should come off, right? Let's see what happens if I'm motivated. Yeah, it's loose. Okay. At least something's starting to go right. Do the other side. The other side. And some more here. For some reason it doesn't want to come all the way off, but let's work it back down a little bit. It's probably just crud and splines. Try it again. Some more here. Yeah, it's gonna come off. There's that knuckle I was talking about. That's where the center of the bolt rides. I'll show you. It rides like that, so it can't come off, right? Or so they say. Well, there it is. What is preventing this from coming apart? I don't know. It's just riveted on. So I probably have to order that other piece as well. Well, isn't that exciting? Could I take a chisel to it and get it to separate? Alright, let's see if that one will punch out now. Let's see. I think it might go, but it's being held on by a little bit of metal still. That should do it. Yeah, of course it's hot. Yeah, see that? So we're just gonna hammer down on it like before. There it went. All right, back over here in the shade. Try to give a GoPro a chance. We all know that's not gonna work. Fucking piece of junk. All right, back over here in the shade. Try to put this thing back together the same way that it was. I got the old piece and the new piece, so the holes do line up. So that's good. And so here we go. We got that baby, this baby here, and then this goes across. Should have kept my gloves on. Still hot from grinding. All right, let's move these bolts over here. Okay, something like that. And then we gotta have these nubs stick. Okay. I don't know what started twisting, but no, I just slipped, that's all. Oh, my socket broke. Oh my gosh. Can you see that? I'm gonna... Alright, so gotta get this, sorry for the camera angle, but I gotta get this coupler on here. And there we go. Then we can worry about getting this part on, right? I can slip this steering shaft out of the way so I can install it correctly. But maybe I don't have to. Let's see. Okay, that's all the way down. And we can probably rotate it on there as we did when we took it off. There we go. I don't know, maybe not now that it's everything's gonna be proper. There we go. Okay. Make life easier for myself. There we go. Okay. Let's get the washer on. Have the nut and the washer on standby for the other side. How'd it look when it rotated? It looked pretty good? I hope so. In the future, just pay the 50 bucks instead of the 20 bucks and get the one that's already rebuilt. That's what I'm gonna do. Because that's a lot of effort, man. I could have been drinking Country Time lemonade right now. Instead, I'm sweating in the sun. There we go. That's enough thread now. I honestly don't remember. Oh yeah. Okay. Good. You could turn it from down here, and I see that power steering box is flexing on the frame quite a bit. Turned all the way. think it's just this metal piece, right? That's just that belt leaking. I mean, slipping. Let's see what we can see. It's still hitting on something. See, I think it's because this whole unit's moving. It's not bolted in there very well. We gotta keep this unit more stable. Right there. I think this unit's binding up a little bit. Gonna have to bolt it down better. Alright, so I'm gonna have to bolt down this power steering box a little better before I determine what else is going on further up the chain. Because there's another joint right there. Might be having some issues right here as well. If that doesn't work, I'll probably get a whole different steering unit, but for now, that's going to be it. Well, I did what I came to do. That's going to be it for this video. Next time we're going to have seats, and I'll continue to try to work on the brakes, and tires are coming as well. So a lot of big changes. Thanks for watching.